Aquarius, thank you for tuning in here ultimately to you. Let's jump into your reading. This is your new moon in Cancer. Whoa, I'm feeling like activation of the crown chakra, like buzzing. Let's clear that. Okay. So you definitely, I'm hearing there's something that is activating around this time. But let's jump into it. We'll be pulling a card for each of the days, 15th to the 31st of the month. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will, so we're interacting on a number of levels. Let's just jump into it here already. I'm hearing that as well. All right, there's something that maybe you just feel, whoa, we've been patient. Daughter wands are bright. Three of Pentacles are bright. For maybe there's something you didn't understand. You were like, this is like so confusing. I'm hearing that as well. Like, what was that? I'm hearing that specifically. This is around the 15th. 16th, we got the Two of Wands upright. I'm hearing, really? Are you for real? I'm hearing that. Now, Aquarius, I was just meditating on your energy, actually, and I was getting specific. I was hearing, someone was like, no way. Like, they were looking at something, and they're thinking, absolutely not. They cannot wrap their mind around it. Now, you lead into the 17th. Let's clear it. 17th with the Ten of Swords in reverse. There's something that has been really, really testy. I'm hearing tumultuous. Three of Cups upright. 19th. There's something of a focus on revelation. You're down with them. I'm feeling some pressure on the heart chakra in the ear. I'm feeling something there's a... We have an earring at the top of the right ear, possibly, or something over the right ear, at the top of the right ear, and their throat. We got the Three of Cups leading into the double. Now, let's see here, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Somebody's looking back in formation. They're like, are you kidding? I'm hearing from the back to the front. They're like, even watching someone's performance, they're like, is this for real? They hang on here in the Ten of Pentacles. There's also too many uncanny, I'm hearing resemblances, I'm hearing similarities. They're like, this is freaking weird. Tower bright. Now, for a number of you, maybe someone feels like, hey, I don't have like all of the understanding of maybe what's going on in this space, so, you know, it's not up to me to also judge it. I'm hearing that. Maybe that's the point at which someone kind of resides. They're like, okay, I cannot like lead myself down the canal if I don't know what the birth is about, really. You know what I mean? Okay, Eight of Cups with the Father Wands. Now, maybe there's just a number of factors as well, Twister in space, and it's just really, really mysterious for a number of you. Really, really, really also complicated and kind of cryptic. I'm hearing that as well with the Death card in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, okay, I'm hearing I realize and I remember. I'm hearing that the Nine of Wands and the Death card for a number of you. There's something of a long cycle, long process that is really encouraging you to actively, I'm hearing in this way, actively with the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Swords, review. I'm hearing what your principal value is. I'm hearing values are. Four of Wands, you're thinking about with the Tower. I'm hearing the Tower is the Six of Swords, right? And the Fool's in reverse looking back here. Now, it's interesting because the Ten of Swords is the point of pivot around the 15th, 16th, 17th with the Nine of Wands as well. Pivoting out from the Ten of Swords, perpendicular to it, and sort of cradling here this Three of Cups. Now, what's interesting is like I'm seeing something is building and it reaches this climax point for a number of you of like, okay, I'm hearing, I realize like what I don't realize. It's like something like that, like the inversion of understanding where it's like ironic almost. It's like the epiphany that's like not actually, I'm hearing, it's not actually explained. Interesting. Now, we have the Chariot upright, Ten of Cups, and the Devil. Now, for a number of you, there's been a lot of pressure. I'm hearing it's been building. I'm hearing tension here with the Devil. For a number of you, I'm seeing that something was not ready yet, as someone may have felt it, and they're looking, I'm seeing someone looking at the space, they're like, Hierophant. They're like in this room, they're under so much pressure. They're looking at this space, whatever it is, and they're like, I want to introduce myself. I'm hearing that. Four of Cups, Justice. It's for a number of you, this is a huge offer. It's a major commitment with the Justice or the Hierophant. They're like, I don't want to look at it any longer as something that's like not mine as well. With the Three of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, like I want to finally make it my own. I'm hearing that as well. Like it's the kind of feeling of someone even having negotiated for something. I'm hearing that. Let's clear that with the Chariot. I'm hearing all my life I've been waiting for someone like you. Oh, I don't want to sing it anymore. I just want to go over there and hug him and tell him and show him and me and mother wand. Justice card. It's like maybe even like someone has been reciting something. Hold on, the High Priestess. Yeah, big time. Let's clear it. In the bottom of the mouth, I'm hearing in the bottom of the crown chakra. Wow. Okay, so I'm hearing the bottom of the crown chakra, but I'm hearing the bottom of the mouth. The bottom of the throat chakra. Bada boom, bada ba, bada bing, bada bam. All right, with the star. Okay, but for a number of you, I'm hearing you're revealing something. That's it. Strength. Now, it's a lot of courage. Okay, a lot of patience, a lot of research. Let's clear it and ground. For a number of you hearing, I remember just Son of Swords. I'm hearing my lines. Somebody maybe is reciting something. I'm hearing it's the reciprocal value. I remember. Maybe they're even like positioning some kind of like test. They're like, what are the answers? I'm hearing it has to do with Einstein's genius. I'm hearing in a play-by-play act with the Six of Cups. Now let's clear it. hearing Einstein. Okay, I'm hearing the theory with the Six of Cups. Now let's clear to ground. Someone's testing something. Like, what's the position of the table in relation to the top? Okay, got it. Okay. They're like reviewing something. Hold on. It could be metaphorical on an energetic level. The High Priest, I'm hearing, whoa, boundaries. Four of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Somebody does not want to take a step that's taken too far. They want to time it out, maybe even. They want to position it in a certain way that it's like so like not here but not there as well. Interesting. Okay, like, so what do we call it? The happy middle ground of the conversation? The Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Now, for a number of you, possibly, yeah, Four of Cups. Somebody wants to they want to reveal their emotions. For someone here with the Four of Cups, mirroring the Mother of Wands, somebody who's had someone that their eye on for a long time here. They're high on. They're high definition. I'm hearing high definition television screen on as well. I'm hearing for a long. I'm hearing to feature them on Four of Cups. It could be actually a proposal professionally, where someone wants to cast someone for a position. They've been looking at your resume, been looking at your work. Now, for a number of you, Aquarius, I'm hearing Melissa here at the Mother of Wands. Like, someone's just this close. They're like, I really want to make her the proposal. Now, I want to make her the offer. I'm here. I want to do it fast. Now, it's interesting because I'm seeing there's been a lot of like light out work. I'm seeing someone with a lighter. They like keep flipping it on, flipping it off, and then on. And it's getting really, really annoying, actually. I'm hearing to have to go through, I'm hearing to switch in and out of the guys. Now, for a number of you, someone possibly, like, I'm seeing they're even, like, looking at a house that they've been bidding on, and they're like, I just want to buy it already. I'm done with this, like, back and forth thing. I'm hearing that with the Six of Cups. And maybe there's a little bit of alias work here going on with the Six of Cups. Like, I'm gonna pop my head in from this angle, and then I'm gonna, like, watch from that angle, and I'm gonna test the space out, and it's just getting really tiring. Maybe for a number of you, it's the reciting of the space that's just getting really, I'm hearing, like, the rope is, like, getting really annoying to rope them in with. Interesting. So, but there's some kind of maybe a routine that's becoming raw as well. I'm hearing, like, just, it's getting really tiring. Now, for a number of you, it's also the kind of feeling of, I just can't wait. I want to carry this out once and for all. I'm hearing that. Finally, the performance. The Hermit here, right over the, I'm hearing, I want to carry it out. Now, the Hermit's right over the Two of Wands. I'm hearing, I'm responsible. Also for her safety. I'm hearing that with the Hermit. And the Daughter Wands, maybe someone feels like something's a little risky. Now, the Daughter Wands coming through with the 15th and leading into the 16th with the Three of Pentacles, with the Two of Wands, around the 17th and the 18th. We've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. But there's something that maybe someone feels, you know, they don't want to force as well. It's like I can have this idea if it's a proposal, but the vibe has to be on as well. You know what I mean? The vibe has to be right. I can't, like, propose to you when, you know, you're feeling nauseous just because I plan to do it on this date. Like, if you end up feeling kind of queasy from the food we ate, I can't, like, you know, throw the ring on your finger and say, hey, I'm hearing the sloppy Joe, like, doesn't feel good, but this does, slapped on your hand, right? Okay, right? Okay, no, we cannot, like, feel, and maybe, let's clear it one second. This could be metaphorical for the stages that someone may have felt they went through in getting to the point of feeling that they would reveal this. It's like, I cannot feel that September is right because, you know, I'm hearing it precedes October. Like, I have to be, I'm hearing principle to the vision, but not, I'm hearing, once again, yes, I'm hearing principle to the vision, but also prioritizing, prioritizing the premonition as, I'm hearing, an act that I do not necessarily, one second, yeah, somebody's getting even nervous a little bit. They're like, it's like, I can plan it out, but I don't know if it's gonna, for sure, you know, be carried out in that way. Kind of like, I don't know if it will for sure work in that way. So, let's clear that and ground. I'm hearing it's a court case for a number of you. Lovers here. For something real nerve-wracking. Yeah, Daughter of Swords reverse, mirroring Lovers. Like, ugh, it's weird to have to, like, you know, like, finally call it out in that way as well. Like, maybe for a number of you, this is just something so official. Like, I want to propose and make it's going to become official in that moment. But if I make it, like, so official, then they could, you know, maybe take it in that way, and then they might end up calling it something else, and then it becomes really, like, actually a misunderstanding. I'm hearing that's all the Justice card and the High Ground. Like, some see something is so surreal maybe to someone where it's even like, look, it's so clear to me right now. Like, and in that moment I see them and I feel it so clearly. And what I'm thinking right here in this moment is actually back to the Scorpio Saturn retrograde reading that we did, and that holds up until even the later months of 2020, and I'm here in January here, so take it to a long-term cycle reading. That was a very fun reading here, but I'm seeing that it is related, and I just considered the Devil, which is related to Capricorn. They're on Devil here with the World. I highly recommend to check out the Scorpio Saturn retrograde reading, even the Aries. But always, you know, whatever you feel guided to watch. But anyhow, there could be further clues, possibly related to the circumstance, perhaps in whatever way. But I'm seeing somebody look into space, and in that moment, they're like, they're even looking at something very closely and they're thinking, I know, I have no real question. But then when they come closer to advancing on maybe even their feeling, it's kind of, it all becomes kind of, I'm hearing like kind of silly. Like maybe in their mind they feel like, oh, I'm so weird for thinking of even doing that. Like, and so, like, you know, there is maybe a little bit of a second guessing, a little bit of pressure when it comes to finally, I'm hearing, wow, Ace of Swords, it doesn't get any more. I'm hearing of a promise. I'm hearing on the table here with the Justice card and the Ace of Swords, like, I'm hearing it's a promotion. It's official. And, you know, it's maybe a little bit of that feeling as well of like, it's surreal, okay, with the Mother of Pentacles, Son of Pentacles, like maybe someone's confessing something as well. Well, they're kind of coming through and saying, well, this is what led to this position, and to whoever is observing the space, maybe there's just a little bit of like, or whoever is accepting also this space is like, whoa, like, so those are the conditions under which like you operated. Hold on now, yeah. And for a number of you, this is someone maybe who is receiving information here, that the Hermit, mirroring the Ten of Swords. This is something that Judgment, right? Ace of Cups, like somebody's coming forward possibly and wanting to, well, they're making something clear. And to the other party, maybe it's something where it's like, whoa, it's surreal to even hear that. Maybe for another individual, or yeah, it's surreal. For another individual, it's kind of like, it's surreal to hear myself saying that. Like, you know, it can go in a number of ways, maybe reflectively, but I'm hearing it gets really freaking, I'm hearing a serious at a certain point where it's like, and then serious being surreal. I'm hearing that again. Like, right before someone, you know, announces something, it's like, oh my gosh, they hear themselves on playback. Four of Cups, they start to see themselves, like, let's clear it. They start to see, I'm hearing also the experience for what it is and what it's not at the same time. Let's clear it. Like, they start to feel kind of nervous, but it's more even of that feeling. This came through in a Pisces read. It's very interesting. Like, I was like, yeah, Pisces, like, you're ascending, it's Ascension, and you start to see something very clearly. And in that moment, the white noise that is sort of interacting with that space at the same time becomes also more loud, more clear to you in some way, ironically. And so it's about adjusting. I'm hearing your values. Let's clear it. I'm seeing, like, it's very interesting. I'm hearing, like, a number of sounds going off at the same time, and they're all going off, I'm hearing, at the same time, but it's just at a different speed. And it's becoming like louder, and it's like there's just an adjustment. So maybe for a number of you, let's clear it. Someone's like, I know this is my future. I'm not nervous. Again, I'm hearing that exact line that's coming through in that Saturn retrograde reading for Scorpio. It was like, you know, someone who's they're ebbing and flowing. They're like, on one hand, I feel like it's like, so I know that this is my future, but then I start to feel like I'm kind of like a whack job for that. Ace of Swords and the Strength card. Like, I start to feel kind of like Willy and Wonka. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Like, Sun of Swords, and the kind of feeling of like, I'm gonna mess up my lines, okay, that I've been practicing for like years already, the Chariot here and the Eight of yeah, and the Sun, but I realize that, you know, I'm hearing it's time, and it'll all sort of, it'll pan out. I'm hearing according to, not time, but actually, well, and not the plan, but the promise itself, and that will be not kept, but held as the light itself. Like, hold on. Justice, I'm hearing Jessica very strongly here with the Justice card. Very strongly Jessica. I'm hearing that with the Justice card, the Moon. I'm hearing Jove very strongly as well. I'm hearing I'm hearing Jocelyn as well with the Justice card. I'm hearing Jove. I'm hearing Jay very strongly with the Justice card and the Moon. Like, someone's been like, they've been waiting for this even. And then the moment it comes through, it's like, are you kidding? Are you freaking for real? Hold on a second. I'm hearing furry balls. What in the world? I don't know what that's means, you guys. But we got 6 of them here. 6 of Pentacles. Little pentacle balls here. But this, I don't know what, you guys. So it's that kind of feeling of like, oh my gosh, you suddenly realize like this person was in love with you the whole time. It's like they come out there and they confess that. I'm hearing those messages were all about me. I'm hearing that 6 of Pentacles at the base of the Daughter of Wands. Like, something becomes like too clear. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe for a number of you, but this is like the preparation stage. I'm smelling really strong perfume, like cologne as well. I'm hearing curfew here as well. I'm hearing, is it past your curfew? I'm hearing darling. I'm hearing that with the Death card in reverse, 9 of Cups in reverse, Strength in reverse. Somebody's like looking at someone's, even their profile picture. They're like, oh, are you kidding? Really? That was you? I'm hearing as well. Is this for real? Okay, let's clear it. Now someone maybe psyching themselves out a little bit. They're like, I'm a freaking Teletubby. I'm about to take my Teletubby costume off. Okay. It's alright. Too much heat in the room. But I have to remember, it's the heat in the costume, right? So when I take the costume off, I'll be fine. It'll be all fine. The Hermit. Okay. Hearing all my life, I've been waiting for someone like you. All my life. Are you ready? I'm hearing Sir Arthur John. Benjamin Franklin. Are you ready to unbutton the blouse, the vest, all of it? I'm hearing, are you ready to invert? And I'm hearing this person literally, they're like, I'm on vacation. I'll go back to your email next week. I'm hearing that with the Ace of Swords in reverse, Tempest in reverse. Now, is it because they're already, I'm hearing in this new land with their love, I'm hearing that with the Fool in reverse, or is it because they've left them hanging once more? Okay, all I have to say that the cycle will continue with the Fools. I don't know, maybe this is you with you in a certain way. You're like, oh, but for a number, maybe it's like, maybe for a number of you, it's like, it's like you have your hand on the door, you're about to open it, and then it's like you kind of feel really creepy. Maybe even for like, for a number of you, it's like you're gonna confess to someone that you've been observing them. I'm here from this one angle in the room, and you're like, is it kind of too far off? Like, is it too far from also where they stand? Like, would it be too stalkerish? Would it be considered too stalky if they were to also? I'm hearing, do you love me how I love you? Anyways, yeah, they're like, yeah, would it be too much, like, would it be too weird? With the angle in the room, it could actually be, like, literally, like, when they present, the way they present something, they're like, is it too much, like, too awkward? Like, the way that I would come at them like that, like, from that one position, like, okay. Like, and it can be for a number of you, yet again, like, someone wanting to confess, like, what they really feel for someone, and it's to the point where it's like, yeah, I've been, like, looking at all your old profile pictures. Is it too weird if I go back and, like, I like that one that you posted, like, back in 08? Like, but that would really tell you what I feel, so, you know, it's gotta happen. I'm hearing shock value and appropriate. All right, we'll get into your extended here, Aquarius, but I highly recommend yet again to check out the extended for Aries. I'm hearing that specifically as well, and there could be for a number of you, I'm hearing a lock and a key that you just don't want to bust open, and I'm hearing you don't want to just make it seem like it was just like all of a sudden, like not planned at all, but then at the same time you want to show the space of intention in terms of this revelation. Love and light to you.